The future of self-driving cars. Where can it take us? In today's rapidly transforming world, innovation drives change at an unprecedented pace. The evolution of self-driving cars is not only redefining mobility, it is reshaping urban landscapes, economies, and our daily lives.
XAI Grok 3, a model being hailed as the most. Today, we're diving into the latest breakthrough from Elon Musk's AI company, XAI Grok 3, a model being hailed as the most powerful AI in the world.
The release notes are exactly the same as before, and there's no mention of any new improvements or features, but there is something about these newest versions that feels very different to me.
Back in August 2024, I did a video of the new LiDAR system that BYD were putting into the 2025 BYD Seal that was going to be released later in the year. BYD referred to this self-driving system as their God's Eye intelligent driving system.
DeepSeek are actually rushing to launch their new AI model, and they are choosing to go all in on AI. If you aren't familiar with DeepSeek's models, I'm pretty sure you haven't been in the AI space, but this is a company that completely put the AI industry on a hold because they did something that nobody expected.
Imagine an ecosystem in which every aspect, such as smart infrastructure and digital connectivity, is coordinated in a manner that guarantees everything will be present in a seamlessly integrated urban environment. This narrative explores technological breakthroughs, illustrative case studies, and market insights that together pave the way for an autonomous future. Section 1. Foundations of self-driving technology. Self-driving cars, also known as autonomous vehicles, rely on a blend of sensors, cameras, radar, and advanced artificial intelligence. These technologies enable vehicles to navigate without human intervention by constantly analyzing their surroundings. The established classification system organizes vehicles into 6 levels of automation. Level 0 means that the human driver performs every task, while Level 5 represents full automation under all conditions. For example, conditional automation is already a reality. Major manufacturers such as Honda in Japan and Mercedes in Germany, Nevada, and California have introduced Level 3 technology in select markets. In these cases, vehicles are sold with advanced self-driving capabilities that lay the foundation for a future in which every aspect of the driving experience is reimagined and fully integrated into everyday life. Section 2. Market projections, economic impact, and breakthroughs. The economic promise of autonomous vehicles is remarkable. Forecasts indicate that the global autonomous vehicle sector may grow from approximately $147.5 billion in the early 2000s to over $2 trillion by 2030. Some studies even project that autonomous driving could generate between $300 and $400 billion in revenue by 2035. Recent news highlights that the robotaxi market is set to intensify in the near future, with major players such as Tesla, Waymo, and emerging innovators competing in a space that could be valued at as much as $400 billion in the coming decades. Companies such as May Mobility are taking a sustainable approach by focusing on public transport contracts, rather than solely on ride-hailing services.
Driving a car safely can be a challenge, especially on complicated urban roads. At May Mobility, we're building an autonomous vehicle system to handle those challenges and deliver a better driving experience that's safer, greener, and more accessible. Meet our proprietary multi-policy decision-making system. MPDM for short. It's the right technology to make that better driving experience a reality today. So let's see how it works. You're riding along in a May Mobility autonomous vehicle heading to a doctor's appointment. We've got a sticky situation up ahead. There's a tight turn on a busy street, and that other car looks like it is going to try and pass that bicycle. The MPDM system uses advanced decision-making algorithms to predict how other road users will react to us and to each other. Let's see how MPDM handles this situation. Everyone in this scenario has multiple things they can choose to do. In a fraction of a second, the MPDM system uses the onboard computer to simulate these possibilities, along with multiple hypothetical what-if scenarios, to determine possible outcomes. Each outcome is given a score based on safety and comfort. Now, let's consider all the scores and see which action would be best. If we go normally, we might be fine. Or we might not. Like, what if the bicycle starts to move to the left into the lane, perhaps to make a left turn? This score set is better. Even if the other car reacts to the bike and crosses into our lane, we still get a safe and comfortable outcome. The MPDM system determines that the best thing to do is slow down a bit on the curve and move to the right a bit, which is what a good human driver would have done. With MPDM autonomous technology, we're not just simulating many possible outcomes, we're giving our vehicles an imagination. MPDM is revolutionizing the field of autonomous technology, creating a safer, better way to get around.
Technological breakthroughs are occurring rapidly. For instance, Tesla has recently introduced its Cybercab, a two-seater robo-taxi prototype designed to be affordable with an operating cost of around 20 cents per kilometer. Although its vision-based artificial intelligence approach faces challenges in rare and complex situations, it represents a bold step toward cost reduction and improved data-driven performance. In contrast, competitors that incorporate additional sensors such as LiDAR and radar have achieved significant safety improvements, with some services recording an 85% reduction in injury crashes compared to traditional vehicles. An academic study developed a framework to forecast autonomous vehicle adoption by integrating consumer behavior models with simulation techniques. Calibrated using survey data from a major American city, this study projected that if purchase prices continue to decline and user satisfaction remains high, autonomous vehicles could achieve up to an 85% market share within 30 years. This example highlights the importance of data-driven methods in shaping the future of mobility.
Section 3. Technological Innovations and Industry Case Studies.
Innovation in autonomous vehicles comes from advancements in both hardware and software. Manufacturers are refining sensor technology and extending the capabilities of artificial intelligence and machine learning to create systems that are safe and reliable. There is a clear contrast in approaches among industry leaders. Tesla employs an end-to-end deep learning system that depends solely on high-resolution cameras. Other companies such as Waymo and Cruise use a combination of cameras, LiDAR, and radar to ensure enhanced safety. A landmark case study comes from Waymo's robo-taxi operations. In one city, Waymo has provided hundreds of thousands of rides each week with significantly fewer accidents, demonstrating both the viability and safety advantages of autonomous services. This real-world example illustrates how thorough testing and continuous software updates contribute to a more secure and efficient autonomous vehicle ecosystem. Recent regulatory breakthroughs have also played a critical role. Several regions from parts of the United States to select cities in China have granted permits for driverless taxi services. These regulatory milestones provide valuable real-world data and further prove that technology, policy, and consumer behavior can come together in a unified system. Section 4. Societal Impact and Urban Transformation. The adoption of self-driving cars promises to transform urban life in profound ways. In the near future, cities may evolve into highly interconnected smart networks where autonomous vehicles help reduce traffic congestion, lower emissions, and enhance overall safety. Imagine urban environments where highways communicate with vehicles in real time, traffic signals adjust dynamically, and vast parking areas are repurposed into green spaces. Studies suggest that autonomous systems could potentially increase highway capacity by over 200%, significantly reducing gridlock and cutting commute times. This technological shift is also expected to spur a move away from traditional personal car ownership toward shared mobility services, a concept known as transportation as a service. In this future, integrated public transit networks and ride-sharing solutions will become the norm. Such a transformation will enhance efficiency and contribute to a more sustainable and environmentally friendly urban lifestyle. Reports have predicted that by 2030, declining costs in electric vehicles, battery storage, and renewable energy will make shared mobility a more attractive option than owning a personal car. This development reinforces the vision that every component such as infrastructure, connectivity, and digital platforms will be coordinated in a manner that guarantees a seamless urban ecosystem. Consumer surveys also reflect a growing acceptance of autonomous technology as people experience its benefits firsthand through pilot programs and early deployments. Section 5. Navigating the complex regulatory landscape. The safe and widespread adoption of autonomous vehicles depends on the establishment of effective regulatory frameworks. Today, regulations vary across states, nations, and international bodies. In regions such as California and Arizona, pilot programs allow autonomous vehicles to operate within defined areas, providing valuable data and establishing safety benchmarks. Regulators are actively working to develop comprehensive standards that ensure autonomous systems are thoroughly tested and proven safe before they are widely deployed. Several areas in the United States and China have granted permits for fully driverless taxi services within geofenced zones. These initiatives offer valuable insights and help shape future policies so that every component of the transportation network is safely integrated. Collaboration between industry leaders and governmental bodies is essential to create a harmonized regulatory environment. Such cooperation ensures that innovation and public safety progress together, forming a system in which every aspect of urban mobility is aligned toward a common goal. Section 6. The road ahead, integration and ubiquity. Looking toward the future, the journey to full autonomy is characterized by integration and ubiquity. Technological breakthroughs, expanding markets, and evolving regulatory frameworks are converging to create a future in which self-driving cars become an integral part of modern urban mobility. In this envisioned future, every aspect of transportation, including vehicle-to-vehicle communication, smart city infrastructure, and dynamic traffic management systems, will be seamlessly interconnected. Data will flow freely across the network, enabling optimal route planning, predictive maintenance, and enhanced user experiences. As each vehicle contributes to this vast digital ecosystem, every component, such as smart infrastructure and digital connectivity, will be coordinated in a manner that guarantees a fully integrated urban environment. Forecasts indicate that by 2030, most new vehicles sold globally will feature advanced autonomous capabilities, and shared mobility services will dominate. Case studies such as Waymo's extensive robo-taxi operations and academic models predicting substantial market share for autonomous vehicles provide a clear picture of an era in which traditional car ownership gives way to integrated, dynamic mobility solutions.
To AI-based end-to-end stacks, requiring a comprehensive new safety approach. NVIDIA Halos is a state-of-the-art system for developing safe AI-based autonomous vehicles, including hardware and software tools, and the design principles for combining them to safeguard the entire system. It's involved throughout the development lifecycle, providing design time, deployment time, and validation time guardrails. Halos uses 3 powerful computers to implement these guardrails: NVIDIA DGX for AI development, Omniverse with Cosmos for validation, and AGX for deployment. For AI development, we ensure our models learn safe behaviors by running AI-powered curation workflows to filter out undesirable behaviors and biases before training. For validation, testing in the real world is necessary, but it is not possible to encounter every possible scenario. NVIDIA Omniverse provides a safe virtual testing ground for autonomous vehicles, with physically accurate driving simulations. The NVIDIA Cosmos World Foundation model can take these simulations and generate massive variations of photorealistic video data, augmenting our held-out safety test data to fill possible gaps in coverage. For deployment, Drive AGX enables runtime safety across all layers of the hardware and software stack. Our end-to-end AV model handles the core driving tasks, while an independent modular stack runs in parallel to provide redundancy and guardrails for the end-to-end model. To further safeguard the AV model, inputs are monitored for anomalies, and the uncertainty of AI models is continually assessed. If anomalies, high uncertainty, or guardrail violations are detected, contingency plans are triggered for a seamless fallback. The foundation is set through NVIDIA ASIL-D-certified Drive OS, as well as an automotive-grade SoC and a platform reference architecture. These are all assessed by third-party entities such as TÜV for compliance with functional safety and cybersecurity standards.
Halos is the result of continuous investments in safety, from research to engineering to active engagement with international standards. The NVIDIA AI Systems Inspection Lab, which is the first of its kind to be accredited by the ANSI National Accreditation Board, inspects and verifies the integration of our partners' products with Halo's safety and cybersecurity elements.
From an investor's perspective, major players such as Tesla, Alphabet's Waymo, and emerging innovators are well positioned for long-term success. As policymakers work to reduce regulatory barriers, the vision of a seamlessly connected future becomes increasingly attainable. In this emerging era, every sensor, data point, and vehicle will play a vital role ensuring that everything will be present to support a revolutionary transportation network. Conclusion. In summary, the future of self-driving cars is unfolding before our eyes. With every technological breakthrough, case study, and regulatory milestone, we move closer to a world where autonomous vehicles redefine mobility, enhance safety, and transform urban environments. Continuous innovation, strategic industry partnerships, and adaptive regulatory frameworks are paving the way for an ecosystem in which every component is harmoniously integrated. The road ahead is filled with promise and challenges alike. By working collaboratively, industry leaders, policymakers, and researchers are charting a course toward a safer, more efficient, and seamlessly connected future. In this new era, where every element is intertwined, everything will indeed be present, revolutionizing the way we move, live, and work.